Hello everyone. Today we shall be studying English first, that is English language, active and passive voice for your ninth class. So, active voice and passive voice. When we use active voice or why we use active voice? Active voice is used when the focus is on the person or thing who is doing the action. Example is given here. The cow eats grass. Here the focus lies on the cow, so we use active voice. We wanted to put focus on who is doing the action. Here in this sentence the action is done by the cow and I wanted to focus on that. So this sentence is in active voice. Passive voice is used when the focus is on the object on which the action is done. If the work is done on any person, any animal or any object and we want to put focus on that person, animal or object, we use the passive voice. Example, grass is eaten by the cow. Here we put the focus on grass. So here the sentence is in passive voice. Here, grass is not doing any work. The work is done by the cow. That is, the cow is eating the grass. And the focus is on the grass and not on the cow. Then, to change a sentence from active voice to passive voice, we need three things. First, a subject. Second, a verb. And thirdly, an object. If any one of these three things is missing, that sentence cannot be changed into passive voice. There are some exceptions like the imperative sentences. Now, how to find an object or a subject in a sentence? Here is an example. Ram sings a song. To find the subject, we ask the question who or what. Who or what is doing the action? Here, let us ask who sings a song? And we get the answer Ram. So in this sentence, Ram is the subject. To find the object, we ask the question whom or what. Example, Ram sings a song. To find the object, we'll ask the question, what does Ram sing? We get the answer, a song. So, in this sentence, a song is the object of the verb. Let us consider another example. Many sentences don't have objects. Take the example, Ram sings beautifully. To find the subject, let us ask the question, who sings beautifully? We get the answer, Ram. So, in this sentence, Ram is the subject. To find the object, we ask, what does Ram sing? And to this question, we don't get any answer because this sentence shows how Ram sings. Ram sings beautifully. It doesn't tell us what does Ram sing. Okay? So in this sentence, there is no object. Let's take another example. The cheetah runs fast. Now let us repeat the questions for finding the subject and the object. To find the subject, who runs fast? We get the answer, the cheetah. So the cheetah is the subject. To find the object, we ask the question, what does the cheetah run? And to this question, there is no answer. The sentence, it shows us how the cheetah runs. The cheetah runs fast. But it doesn't tell us what does the cheetah run. So this sentence also doesn't have an object. Here, fast is another adverb. Moving on, the sentence also needs a verb. If the sentence doesn't have any verb, it cannot be changed into passive voice. For example, Ankita is a doctor. In this sentence, Ankita is not doing any work. She is not performing any action. We are simply describing Ankita, that Ankita is a doctor. As a result, this sentence cannot be changed into passive voice. The reason? There is no verb in this sentence. Talking about objects, the object in the sentence can be either an object of the verb or an object of the preposition. How to find the type of object? Let's look at the following examples. Arjun is playing basketball. Anju is listening to music. In the first sentence, who is playing basketball? We get the answer Arjun. So here Arjun is the subject. To find the object, we ask the question, what is Arjun playing? Basketball. In this sentence, basketball is the object of the verb. Basketball is the object of the verb playing. In the second sentence, who is listening to music? Anju. So Anju is the subject. What is Anju listening to? Music. So music is the object. As you might have noticed here, the word music is preceded by the word to. To is a preposition. So here, music is the object of preposition. Why? Because there is a preposition before the word music. In short, if a preposition is placed before the object, it becomes an object of preposition. Otherwise, it is an object of the verb. Other examples of some commonly used prepositions are of, for, on, in, into, about, over, around, etc. You can find more examples of prepositions in your English grammar book of class 8. Now, for converting sentences from active voice to passive voice. First, we will discuss about converting the simple present, the simple past, and the simple future tenses to passive voice. To convert a sentence from active to passive voice, first, we need to find the subject, the verb, and the object. Here I have taken 3 examples. Sita writes a letter, simple present tense. Sita wrote a letter, simple past tense. Sita will write a letter, simple future tense. Now, let us find the subjects in these sentences. Let us ask the question, who writes the letter? Who wrote a letter? Who will write a letter? The answer to all these questions is Sita. So, in all these 3 sentences, Sita is the subject. Now, to find the object. What does Sita write? What did Sita write? What will Sita write? And to all these 3 questions, we get one answer, a letter. So here, a letter is the object in all the 3 sentences. What about the verbs? In the simple present tense, writes is the verb. In the simple past tense, wrote is the verb. In the simple future tense, will write is the verb. Then next, to change active to passive, when we change active voice to passive voice, the object in the active voice will become the subject in the passive voice. Similarly, the subject in the active voice will become the object in the passive voice. Now, when we convert these sentences into passive voice, the object in the sentences, the objects of active voice, a letter, that we write first. Okay? So when we change active voice into passive voice, we will write the object of the active voice first. So here we are writing a letter first. The next step, the subjects of the active voice, we write them last in the passive voice. Here we will write Sita at the last. Then after writing the object, that is here Sita, we write by before that. Before the objects in passive voice, we always write by. Then after writing by, we have to write the helping verbs. Helping verbs means is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, will, shall, etc. So in simple present tense, when we change from active voice to passive voice, there are three helping verbs which we mainly use: is, am, or are. In simple past tense, was and were. In simple future tense, will be. In future tense, in passive voice, always use be. Okay? After will, we always use be. Then the next step, we write the third form of the verb. Here in the simple present tense, what is the verb? Writes. What is the third form of writes? Written. So we write written in the passive voice. Wrote is the second form of the verb. Third form will be written. Similarly, simple future tense also, write will change into written. So finally we get at passive voice for simple present. A letter is written by Sita. Passive voice for simple past. A letter was written by Sita. Passive voice for simple future. A letter will be written by Sita. And here, from earlier classes, you have been learning the formula to change sentences from active voice to passive voice and vice versa. If you are unable to learn these formulae, just keep in mind what I have told you now. The subject from the active voice, we make it the object in the passive. Object from the active voice, we make it subject in the passive voice. Then the object in the passive voice, before the object in the passive voice, write by. Then after the subject, write the helping verbs, and after the helping verbs, write the third form of the verb. It is simple. There are only 4 steps that I have told you. 5 steps that I have told you. Okay. First, make the object of active voice as the subject in passive voice. Then make the subject in active voice the object in the passive voice. Then before the object in passive voice, write by. Then after the subject in the passive voice, write the helping verb. And after the helping verb, write the verb's third form. So hopefully you have understood this. If you have any doubt, you can leave it in the comments. And that's it for today. We will continue in the coming days. We will learn to change the present continuous, past continuous, etc. into passive voice. And if any of your friends are not getting these videos from the school, you can share the link with them. Try to help your friends so they don't miss out on any lessons. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye.